All right, in this example, we are going to work the following problem. It says write a program that reads the data from the file name company data.csv into a hash map. Use Lambda expressions to do the following in order. Remove all information of people who have a lowercase a or a lowercase e in their name. Capitalize the following letters in company names, I, O, U, and Y, and then print the resulting map. Okay, so let's see, do we have the data in here? There it is. Okay. All right, so import java.util.asterisk and then import java.util.io.asterisk. All right. All right, so add your class header and main method header. All right, we need a map, and that map is going to be string, I believe. Let's just double check that. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then a try with resources, and we want to create a file reader object. And a buffered reader. And then file not found exception. And a IO exception. And here I'm just going to take the easy way out and return on each of these, but I will print out a message just so I can see what's going on, because that has backfired on me before in the past. And something similar here. All right, let's try that out. All right, so far so good, and now we need to start reading this. So it's going to be string line br.read line. So we're going to read a line of the file if it's not null, or while the line is not null. In other words, while there's something to be read, right, left in the file, then we will process it. Let's just print it out for now. And down here we will read again. So right now that should print everything out. All right, looks good. All right, next up is, instead of printing that out, we want to create, we want to split, right? So an array of strings called parts. actually, yeah, last time we were having some issues with that comma. So let's do int comma index equals line dot index of comma. So that will figure out what that first occurrence of the comma is, and then we will put line dot substring 0 to wherever the comma index is for the key. That's the first part, and then the line dot substring comma index plus 1. All right, so that should build our map, and then let's just print it out when we get down here. System.out.println map. All right, so that should give us a map with the key value pairs consisting of the person's name as the key and the company that they work for as the value. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So have the map built. It says remove all information of people who have a lowercase a or a lowercase e in their name. Okay. All right, so we're going to do map.remove if. All right, and we're going to go E for entry set in this case, or map entry, right? And so if the key, which is their name, right, dot contains an A or an E, I think it was, right? Lowercase a or lowercase e in their name. Okay, so E, right, is the map entry, is going to be the map entry, right? It's going to go put all of the entries into this variable E one at a time. And then here we're going to get the key, right, which is the name. And then contains a. So if it contains a lowercase a, that will return a true, okay? And same thing over here for a lowercase e. And if it's or, right, if it contains an a or an e, they're getting removed, right? And so we join that with an or operator, right? That means if either one of these is true, then this entire expression over here will result in the true, and that will be they will be removed out of there. So let's do that. System.out.println map, just for testing purposes. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this one's got to be entry set here. There we go. Sorry. All right, so what you have to do, it's not just map dot whatever with the remove if, right? You have to run it on the entry set if you want to do it this way, okay? Okay. So that looks like it is doing the job right here. If I look, none of these people should have an E or an A in their name. All right, so it looks okay. All right, so next up is capitalize the following letters in the country names, okay? All right, so let's do that. Or in the company names, rather. I, O, U, and Y. right, so on this one, right, what we want to do is use replace all. And on this one, right, we should do it with key value pairs like this. So iterate, because we want to change the values, right, not just remove entries out of the map, right? So it'd be kv and then v dot replace. V is the value, right? So everywhere there is a capital or lowercase I, right, we want to replace it with a capital I. And then everywhere there is a lowercase o, we want to replace it with a capital O. And everywhere there is a lowercase u, want to replace it with an uppercase U. And then what was the other one? Y. Okay. All right. So this will iterate over all the key value pairs with replace all, right? And since what we want to do is not remove it, right? So we don't want to go over the entries. We want to just alter the value, all right? And so that's what we're doing here. So we can get the value out. And then here the value is a string, and here we just use the replace method. So this will replace all lowercase i's with a capital I's, and then this will take that string and replace all lowercase o's with a uppercase O, right? And so on and so forth. And that will do that. All right, and I think all we have to do is print it out. And so let's just go ahead and do that. And we'll print this one per line so we can see that. So it's map.entrySet. And for each, and system.out.println or :println. That's using the method reference there. And so that should print them one per line. Oops, forgot a semicolon here, or close parenthesis here. All right, and there we can see the results, right? Starting here. All right, and that is it on this one.